And quote from Johnny Erickson Tata, who's a wonderful, delightful person and a friend. She says, when a Christian realizes his citizenship is in heaven, he begins acting as a responsible citizen of earth. He invests wisely in relationships because he knows that they're eternal. His conversations, his goals, his motives become pure and honest because he realizes these will have a bearing on everlasting reward. He gives generously of time, money, and talent because he's laying up treasures for eternity. You live differently. Instead of laying up your treasures on earth, you're laying up your treasures in heaven, as Jesus said. He spreads the good news of Christ because he longs to fill heaven's ranks with his friends and neighbors. All this serves the pilgrim well, not only in heaven but on earth, for it serves everyone around him. The life of a Christian is wondrously ruled in this world by the consideration and meditation of the life of another world. Richard Sibbes, writing in 1600. I'm going to have a lot of quotes from dead people, long dead people who are alive in the presence of Christ. And part of the reason is because, having written my book, Heaven, I've gotten a lot of feedback from people saying, well, what makes you think these new ideas that you've come up with are true? I go, well, these are not new ideas. And if I had come up with them just, oh, okay, this sounds good, let's talk about this, they'd be worthless. There's a long tradition, a long history of people who have understood these concepts. Sam Storm says, only from our anticipation of the new perspective of heaven from which we one day will look back and evaluate what now seems senseless, can we be empowered to endure this world in all of its ugliness and moral deformity. Because if you don't get it, that we are going to live in a place where righteous people are made perfect, where there is no curse, where Christ will wipe away the tears from every eye. If you don't grasp that, you're going to despair. And as Christians, we can despair. Let's be honest. There are times in our lives where certain things happen. Tragedies happen. The number of tragedies that's happened in families that I've known, even in the last several months, and certainly many, many, many in the last number of years. This reality of the place that we have been promised in Christ should so dominate our thinking that it encourages us and allows us to get through the fog.